Alright, video example number 4 for hyperbolas. This time we're given vertices and we're given the foci, and we want to use that information to write the standard form of the equation. I'm going to graph it as well. So, um, given the vertices, we're going to be able to find the center, and we're also going to be able to find A, and we're also going to be able to determine whether it's horizontal or vertical. And then given the foci, we're going to be able to find the value of C. And if I have A and C, then I'll be able to find B. So let's start by graphing my vertices. I have 0, 2, so I've got 0, 2 right over there. And then I have negative 6, 2 right over there. Okay, and I can see since my vertices are horizontal, then my graph is going to open to the left and to the right. It's going to be a horizontal graph. So I know when I have my equation, I'm going to have the x term first. Alright, so I know that the center is going to be directly in between these. So since these are 6 apart, I know my center is going to be right there. You can either just find it from the graph, or you can use the midpoint formula if you want to. I'll show you very quickly how you would use the midpoint formula to find the center. So the center, we're going to do the x's added together, so negative 6 plus 0, and then divide that by 2, because the center is the average of the between the 2 points, plus, and then add the y values and divide by 2. So like we see in the graph here, it should be negative 3, 2. Negative 6 divided by 2 is negative 3. And 2 plus 2 is 4 divided by 2, which is 2. So there's my center, which we already found at negative 3, 2. So now I can see that this distance here is going to be my value for A. Alright, so I know that A is going to be 3. Now, I can see from my foci that my x-coordinate is starting at negative 3, and then I'm going to go to the right 3 root 5. And then over here again I start at negative 3, and then I'm going to go to the left 3 root 5. So going right and left 3 root 5, what that tells me is that the value of C is 3 root 5. Okay, and we'll graph those in a little bit. So now that I have A and C, I know that C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared. So I'm going to substitute in C. So I have 3 root 5 squared is equal to 3 squared plus B squared. And I'm going to solve that for B. So let's see, 3 root 5 squared, so it's 3 times 3 is 9. And then square root of 5 times square root of 5 is 5. So 9 times 5 is 45. Is equal to 9 plus B squared. So B squared is going to be, subtract 9 from both sides is 36. So B is equal to 6. Alright, so I've got A over here. I've got B over here. I already figured out that it's horizontal, so I can write my standard equation. So I'm going to have x plus 3 squared over A squared, so that's 9, minus y minus k, so that's y minus 2, squared over B squared, so B we just figured out was 6, so that's 36, is equal to 1. Alright, so there's our standard form. I'm going to graph it now. I found out that B was 6. So I've got to mark off that value of B. So I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then go down 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to make my rectangle. This point's right on the y-axis, so I'm not going to draw anything there. Okay, I'm going to do the best I can to draw these asymptotes in there so that they're relatively straight. So there's one asymptote. Here's the other asymptote. Again, going through the diagonals of my rectangle. It's horizontal, so I'm going to use these two vertices. So I'm going to go this way, and then I'm going to go this way, and there's my graph. 3 root 5 is about, how much is it? 6.7. Alright, so I'm going to graph my foci. So from the center, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.7. So there's one foci. Notice it's inside the curve. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.7. There's my other foci. So there you have it. Again, write down any questions. Feel free to watch this one more time. And we'll see you in class.